Merry Christmas and welcome back, all you sexy YouTube nail mother lovers. Today is day 15 of the Madam Glam Advent Adventure. It's pissing down outside and we're going to have some awesome glittery fun. Roll the Christmas intro. Wow, I just caught that off camera. It was the biggest thunder. Ugh. Anyway, today is day number 15, and within 15 lies a brush. What kind of brush is it? It's an ultraliner. Ultraliner, oh yeah. It's actually very thin, very tiny. Will it line? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, werewolves and kitty cats, we are going to find out. I'm going to start today not by using the ultraliner, but by base coating 5 nails because I went mad, and I'm going to coat the 5 nails in 2 coats of the Madam Glam pudding gel using the Madam Glam mini lamp and the Madam Glam applicator brush. All things that we got within this calendar, and some goddamn fluff that got stuck in there. All things that we got within the calendar this year of 2022. I had to think about that for a second. That's rather scary, isn't it? So, after I have whited all 5 nails, I am using the rubber base, which is what that clear shit is to the side on the palette, and I am blinging all of them up. After I bling, I decided that I would torture myself with what's fondly known on this channel as bastard balls. Yes, the bastard balls being the tiniest of the tiniest caviar beads. Bastard balls. Why are they bastards? Because they get the fuck everywhere and cause me nothing but grief. But they do look really pretty. They make everything look like jewellery, and that's really nice. So I like to use them. And within this set, I'm going to use a combination of Shiny Top and Velvet Matte Top. We got Shiny Top in the calendar. We did not get Velvet top coat in the calendar because 'tis a crime at Christmas not to have shiny nails, but I decided to use both because it gives a nice contrast. And you saw the thumbnail, so you saw that I'm doing like a white sweater knit snowflakey kind of thing, and I have made the ultimate filming crime, which is white on white. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, werewolves and kitty cats. White on white is a filming crime because you can't see anything. So I have had to zoom right up this snail's nose in order for you guys to see what's going on. So I am ultralining the shit out of these tiny, tiny, tiny little stitches. Yes, woo, zoomed in. I'm skipping because most of the time when using a really fine liner and doing really fine work like this, like now, see now, and now, it's focusing on my fingers more than it is on the nail. It's amateur hour here at Claws by Cadence. I don't have a professional setup, so it's going to focus on what it's going to focus on. Nothing I can do about it. So we do what we do. Now, do not cure before you sprinkle. Do not cure before you sprinkle. What am I using on the liner? I am using a French just a French white, so it does cure without a sticky layer. Once it's cured, always cure for double the time of whatever it is that you're using to cure. If you're using a gel polish and it's 30 seconds, if you're using a French and it's a minute, double cure, because you want the light to be able to penetrate through the sparkles or the acrylic or whatever it is you're putting on it to make it look like the sweater nails. I personally like the snowy, really fine glitter because shit's got to sparkle, otherwise it's not closed by cadence. If it's not sparkling, it's not closed by cadence. So this one I am using a shiny top coat. I have just put 10,000 little gems around the outside, but my gosh, it looks amazing. Yes, I changed my mind about the size 4,000 times, but I do that. I do that. I do faff. It's called faffing here in Australia. I don't know what it's called in other parts of the world, but faffing or pissing about, I guess, is another thing that you're calling it. Now, using the ultra liner, the point of this video, I am pulling through the gel, making a little snowflake. Zoomed in, like I said, right up the nail's nose so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. I am pulling from the center spot out, making it kind of more snowflakey than crossy, if that's a word. And now I'm doing other little details to make it more into a snowflake. This detail liner, or ultra liner is what Madam Glam call it, is ultra fine, and it won't always stick to the glitter particles, but it will stick to the little white snowy particles that are within this glitter. And this glitter, my dear friends, this glitter is the same pot of glitter that I have been using for literally 20 years. Yes, oh, I just had a coughing fit then. Since it was back in my day when me and my bestie were out, I was going to say roaming the streets. We weren't roaming the streets. We were really quite safe within the confines of a nightclub. And we would glitter ourselves from head to toe because it was just the done thing. Right, what was I talking about? Something about glitter. Okay, so I'm using shiny top on the bottom and matte top on the top of the nail. Topping the top of the nail with matte top. Giving that a full cure, and then I'm going to go in with the ultra liner. Put a line down the middle that I decided not to film because, you know, I'm a professional. Again, I'm filming my thumb rather than the pattern that I'm drawing on the nail. And this one, I'm doing a dash dot. So we're sending Morse code down the nail, dash dot. If you know Morse code and you know what this dash dot is, leave it in the comments. I have a very, very good friend of mine who knows Morse code literally like the back of his hand. So I will ask him what a dash dot is. Now I'm using the ultra liner, which is a teeny tiny detail brush to draw a long line. Bad cadence. Use a liner to do that, but I'm using the ultra liner because that's supposed to be the point of this video. But I really did get sidetracked with a lot of bling, a lot of bastard balls, and a lot of glitter. But I used the ultra liner for this super tiny cable knit to really showcase what the brush can do on a not microscopic scale, but on a really tiny scale, and it does do a good job. And this brush is using French gel, which is kind of thick like a gel paint rather than the consistency of a gel polish. So the brush itself is holding up very well using a product that is thicker than a fuck! back! Because you can't cure it, it got stuck on my finger. So as I was swearing and swearing and swearing my way to swear heaven, I had to redo that side of the nail and then go back and finish this side of the nail, and then trying not to touch it again. We trying not to touch it, I put the glitter on. Yes, sometimes these little designs trip up even the best of us, and I'm always covered in shit. And you can see my hands throughout all of these videos. I filmed 25 videos in like 3 or 4 days, so I had glitter everywhere. I had shit everywhere. You should have seen my desk. I was going to take a photo, but I just couldn't have shown you what was going on, because you just would not have believed the amount of crap that I had everywhere. If I was using 25 different polishes, I had 25 different polishes on my desk. It was just all happening here on Claws by Cadence behind the scenes YouTube desk. It was absolutely crazy. So now that I have blinged that up, I am kissing the top coat up to the bastard balls. The reason you do that is to really adhere and stick them down to the nail. You don't want to go over the gems, because they will lose their facets and they won't be shiny anymore, and that is, what is it? Yes, it's a crime. But the bastard balls, it doesn't matter if they're covered or not, because they are just bastard balls, really. Now we're doing another cable knit. This is the sideways knit. I'm doing it on the end of the nail, so it doesn't really get the full effect, but it's the zigzag stitch. So I'm doing a zigzag stitch, then I am going down both sides with a thicker line, and then I'm going to do the cable knit again. So you want to drag down, go over to the other side on about a 45-degree angle, and then the stitch underneath it, you want it to be up in its bum a little bit, otherwise they're too spaced apart. So you want to go down, across, down, and if there was room for another one, which I can't remember if there was, there you go, little tiny one, you want to go up its bum with this particular stitch effect. Glitter the shit out of it. Don't cure it. Remember not to cure it before you glitter. You must cure now after you glitter, and give it a double cure. You must double cure it, otherwise the light can't penetrate. And like I said, I won't give you a you must cure this for 1 minute, because it depends what it is. Yeah, look how fucking wonky that is. Don't worry, I fix it. Yeah, it depends on the product that you're using as to what your double time is. Can you see my air quotes that I'm doing? Air quotes as to what your double your time is. So I have flash cured the gems in place. Always flash cure your gems, because they're just going to float around the place before you top coat, especially the bastard balls. They float like a mofo if you haven't given them a flash cure before you top coat. Now this one's a matte top coat, and it looks kind of cool against this shiny effect, as you will see. Un momento, por favor. So I'm going around the outside of this one with the French gel and giving it a border, basically. There isn't a real need to be super precise with this border. However, I did faff around with it, going round and round in circles, round and round and round and round and round for far too long for it to be healthy for my mental stability. Don't cure it. Put the glitter, this good old days of glitter, put the glitter all over it, and then take your little brush brush off the excess, and she's good to go. Look at her. Bloody beautiful. Now, I can take a breath. If you have enjoyed this random rambling, please take a moment to show a fellow YouTuber some love and hit the subscribe button, and please like this video for some more Claws by Cadence followed up tomorrow for day 16. And yes, that's me just picking off some random glitter. But here is the set. Oh my gosh, it is the sparkliest thing in the history of the universe and looks really, really pretty. I'm very happy with it. Are you happy with it? Leave a comment maybe below. Do you have as much trouble with bastard balls as I do? Oh dear. Okay, on that note, I think I will bid you adieu, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 16 of the Madam Glam Advent Adventure. Thanks for watching. Bye!